Has Saban been more impactful in the world of football or in the world of education? And let me kind of unpack that a little bit. You got kids from New York and LA and Chicago whose parents 20 years ago would have thought it was crazy to send them down to the South. Now you can't get into an SEC school. And so I think there's an argument that Saban has been far more impactful in the educational side than he has been the actual football side, which is a crazy argument, but I think there's a lot of legitimacy to it.
When Nick Saban was hired, the chairman of the Board of Trustees, who's now deceased, said, this is absurd. We don't need to be paying CEO-type money to an educator. Saban was paid $4 million.
Yeah.
About 10 years later, in a 60 Minutes interview, Robert Witt, who was the president, later became the chancellor, said it was the single best investment in the history of Alabama. And it wasn't for the 6 national championships, is that university became impossible to get in. They started recruiting all over the country from East Coast to West Coast. And everything about a school that you used to be able to get into with maybe a high school degree and nothing more became coveted and elite. And the scholar program was off the charts. And back to Saban again, I would argue if Nick, and you might be able to help me because you know more of these guys than I do, but he was paid about $10 million when he retired. You put him on Wall Street, you tell me what.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Easily.
I don't think there's any doubt that he made the University of Alabama infinitely more than they paid him, to leave aside the football, just on out-of-state tuition, where they've doubled the number of kids that go there.